So I think...
Now, if you're not a fan of small spaces, you might want to buckle up for this next one. One of the world's tiniest roadworthy cars is going on display in Brighton.
This is so your car. It's a replica of the P50, which was made in the 1960s.
It's half a car. It's not a car. It's half a car.
This doesn't really show it to its full glory because it's 1.3 metres long. However, its driver,
That's like
its owner...
here on me.
1.3 metres?
Look. That would be like there.
Do you know what? The shot's better when you're like that. Its owner has been driving it all around the country. Our reporter Sarah Smith has been finding out more.
It's the little car which gets a big reaction. Brighton's traffic may tower above it, but the Peel P50 is rarely overshadowed. When Alex Orchin spotted one on Top Gear,
is the 49cc engine from a moped.
He decided he had to have one and bought this exact replica on eBay.
They very rarely come up for sale, and I saw it. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I was awake and I clicked buy it now. Woke up in the morning and thought, did I actually buy a Peel P50 last night? Looked on my phone, yes I did.
He's since driven it from John O'Groats to Land's End to raise money for children in need, and now he's found the perfect parking space, a little closer to home, at the Brighton Toy and Model Museum, where for once it's a giant among its peers.
It is the size of a toy car, so it kind of does fit in here, but also we're really excited because it gives us the opportunity to attract new people to the museum who may not have visited us before, but they're actually really into their cars.
It's got no reverse gear and little legroom, but luckily Alex doesn't drive it for the comfort.
It's a nightmare to drive. So it's 3 wheels, 1 wheel at the back. The engine is underneath my right leg, so it's off balance. So going around right-hand turns not a problem. Sharp left-hand turn, it's going to tip over. It's terrifying. But what kind of keeps me going, what compels me to drive it, is the reaction that it gets, because people just love this car.
Fewer than 100 of these rolled off the original factory line back in the early 60s. The car never caught on, so production was halted. But if you'd wanted to pick one up back then, it would have cost you £199.
The last time one was auctioned, though, it raised £120,000. That one probably won't be hitting our streets.
If it fell down a pothole, you'd have to tow it out, wouldn't you?
Alex's dream is to drive it the length of Route 66. But until the autumn, home is at the museum.
Sarah Smith, BBC News.
That gentleman was bang on when he said if it popped into a pothole, you would have to tow it out.
Or it was a bit windy. I mean,
Well, it's the whole thing about where the engine is, and so it could tip over if you don't turn around the corner, run a certain corner the wrong way.
It's most definitely not a car for me.